What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, always known as the Obsessive Pulse Gamer, the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Super Mario Galaxy! Ha ha! Yeah! Hey, how's it going? It's good to see ya. Cassandra? Playing some classic Mario Galaxy. Some Wii platforming goodness. I gotta go back to Battle Rock Galaxy now to find Luigi. I don't know if you played Mario Galaxy, Cassandra. That's fair. Well, in all fairness, I play a lot of things. Some people have a certain taste in games, but I have, a very varied taste in games. I love Mario. I don't know if you've played a whole lot of Mario games, but I have. I played the vast majority of Mario games. Also, you're just talking to me. You're just talking to me about how much you love Far Cry 5. So maybe you're not like the right person to talk about lighthearted games. Unless your idea of lighthearted is a fucking cult. Oh man, I love Paper Mario. I'm trying to get Alex into playing the Paper Mario games. This is my friend, Cassandra. Alex. She's been, we've been talking for a few months now. But she, hasn't came around the group a lot, even though she's technically in the Discord because she's busy. But I'm pretty tight with Cassandra. And I'm pretty tight with Alex, so you guys have never been formally introduced, but yeah. We definitely gotta get you more active in Discord, Cassandra. But yeah. What systems do you have, Cassandra? You told me before, but I don't remember, and I'm sorry. Because you can actually play a lot of Mario games, a lot of platformers, depending on the systems you have. Or if you have a good PC. Yeah, there's Luigi. Because with a cable PC, I could actually help you emulate a lot of these older games and play them and help you set it up. Shit, yeah. Just depends on what you've got. You have Switch. Okay, well, the Mario Collection is on Switch. That's what I'm playing this on. Technically, this is a Wii Mario game, but... Oh, no, that's right, you can't get it. Fuck, it was limited sale. Okay, scratch that, I forgot. You can get a lot of Mario games on Switch, so this game is limited release. But if your system is good enough to emulate Wii, you can do this game. You can emulate the Wii version, and it'd be just fine. I can't tell you where to get the ROMs on stream or I'll get in trouble, but I can help you with it off stream. Ah. Shit. Yeah, this is Mario 3D All-Stars. But they also sold, this is one of the dumbest things that Nintendo ever did, is they only sold this game for a limited time, physically and digitally, for like 7 months. So if you didn't buy it when it first came out, you can't buy it now. That's what I meant. I got this because I got it at launch. But, I mean, a limited time sale on a digital game is fucking bullshit. But you can also buy Super Mario Galaxy now for Switch. Fuck. On its own, so he might have that as well. But if you have even a reasonably capable PC, you'll be able to emulate Switch. And all the other Mario games, pretty much. Like you said, you can emulate PS2. That means you could probably do the GameCube emulation as well. And do Mario Sunshine. Like I said, me, Alex, can help you set this up. We have a lot of experience with this shit. Like, if your PC is good enough to emulate PS2, it for sure can do GameCube. PS2 is harder to emulate than GameCube. So you can do Mario Sunshine, it can do 64, so you can do Mario 64. So I can actually help you emulate and play a lot of the classic Mario games if you even wanted to. You said that you wanted to get into them. And then, depending on how good your computer is, you might even be able to emulate the Wii, the Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Just depends. I don't know what your specs are. But Wii is not super hard to emulate anyway, so if you have a decently powered computer, it shouldn't be an issue. Alright, well, we'll work something out. Okay, I had like 50 lives. Okay, what the fuck? I remember having like over 50 lives. And then I lost them. What the hell is going on with that? And I saved when I quit, so... I'll have to check that out, because that's fucking stupid. I don't know... Yeah, your life count will go to fucking 4 every time you restart the game. What the fuck is that? I had 50 lives! What the fuck? That is so fucking dumb. I didn't know Mario Galaxy did that. That is actually fucking awful. So every time you quit the game, it resets you to 4 lives. That is just... Honestly, it's baffling. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You don't really need them. Oh, well. Shit. Now we're in for a challenge. Now we're in for a challenge, because this level's actually pretty tough. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and of all the times, I really could have used the lives now. You motherfuckers. It's getting spicy! Oh, fuck. Yeah, see, for this level, this is actually one of the only areas, one of the only boss fights in the game is actually pretty tough. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I have no idea when the comet will come back in, so I kind of have to. And then half the time you it's really hard aiming these fucking things. Oh, and then you fucking waste them. Well, shit. Alright, asshole. Now we're getting fucking real. Got everything to do with Fuck! Yeah. This is one of the few boss battles in this game that is difficult. Most of them are child's play. Yeah, Mario Souls. God! And half the time you can't even get it and you have to wait for him to do another animation. Ah, fuck! Hold on, I gotta plug my fucking computer in. But I'm getting 100% over his dead body. I'm gonna rock his shit. Of course, you know speedrunners could do this with a blindfold and one hand tied behind their back. They'd probably play it with their feet. Anytime you start to feel like you did something cool in a game, speedrunners are there to remind you that you ain't shit. And then if you hold on to the ghost for too long, they kill you too. You're just getting fucked from both ends. Just dick, 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 dick. You're so busy trying to guard the dick trying to go in your ass that you didn't see the one come in your mouth. And yeah. I actually know that in my heart I could be a speedrunner. I just don't want to spend most of my time on one game. Like, I know that I'm pretty good at games. I would say I'm better than average. Fuck. So if I really wanted to, and I devoted all my time to one game, I think I could speedrun it and be really good. Honestly, I just can't imagine spending all of my time playing one game, like months of literally playing one game and nothing else. Just drives me crazy. But I feel like I could do it. Not only that, but one thing that kind of makes me hate speedruns is so many of them are RNG dependent. Like, when they get down to the speedruns, they literally have to have everything go right. And, like, if you've seen them, you literally need luck. You could be the best speedrunner in the world, and, like, they'll tell you, like in Pokemon, automatically, like, 80% of your runs. Wow, 80% of your runs will end without you even getting past the beginning, because of RNG. So, it's one thing to keep doing it because you're fucking up. It's another thing for, like, whether I succeed or not to be entirely fucking number generated before I even do it. And, like, 80% of me doesn't do it. And I watch these speedrunning pictures, you know, like, people explaining it. So much of it is RNG, and it's just, I couldn't deal with that. Imagine playing your ass off and doing a fucking awesome job, and then you lost the time because the random numbers didn't give you favorable results. That would fucking break me. Like I said, it's one thing for me to fuck up. It's another thing for, like, wow, I did perfectly, but, you know, I had to wait for the numbers to align, which only happens, like, 1 in every 1,000 tries. I think I'd like speedrunning a lot more if it was less RNG dependent. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, we almost going fucking crazy! Going crazy! Just fucking... Ah, wow, basically kill myself. Awesome. Man, if only I had more than 10 lives. Ah! I'm gonna write Nintendo a fucking strongly worded letter. You took my lives, you fucking bastards. Right? And some people said, when I looked it up, if that was the thing the game did, some people were defending it. They're like, well, they probably wanted you to not be able to grind out and have 90 lives, and it's not a challenge. Bro, if I get 90 lives, then I deserve to fucking have them. If you're good enough to get 90 lives in Super Mario Galaxy, then they should be taken away. Can I do the new bagels? Can I please give me the new bagels? Can I please give me the new them? Can I please give me the new? Oh, I think I did it. Oh, fuck. Can I please give me the new bagels? It's a me, a Mario. Suck on my balls. I'm the best. Plus, now I don't even want to get the level ups that I see. Like, they have... Right? They have level ups that you can get. And I don't even want to get them. Because, like, what's the point if I'm just going to lose them now? You know what I mean? Like, that makes me not even want to take the extra mile to get the level ups. It'd be like if they took your fucking star bits when you restarted. No, you get to stockpile them. shit. Okay, I'm gonna let myself die. I think I messed up. Actually, you have one more life. You have 0. 0's life, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Really, bro? Oh, okay, that's bonus star. Nice. Yeah, it was a hidden one. Shit. Stream's still going smoothly. Looks a little choppy on my end, so I'm just trying to make sure it's going smoothly. Like, the actual stream itself looks a little choppy, and I'm just making sure it's not. Okay. Well, statistically, 90 to 95% of people on YouTube watch it on their phone, so that's where most people are going to see it, honestly. I think it's crazy. I always watch PS5. I always watch YouTube on PS5. I like the big screen, but I guess that makes me a minority. So, but the experience you're getting on your phone is going to be what most people are going to see for this stream, so. If it's good on your phone, then that's all I really care about. It's also why people are like, a lot of people are worried about the quality of their streams. But most of them don't need to be. Oh, shit. Oh, that's my bad. Because, most people on their phones see between 480 and 720p. Like, lower-end phones, of which there's quite a bit, only get 480p. And even higher-end phones are usually only doing 720p. It's actually rare when people watch a video in full 1080. So, like, a lot of people are, like, worried about the quality. Like, oh, I need the sharpest image. Yeah, most people are literally going to be watching this stream at fucking 1080p, dog. Or not 1080p, I'm sorry, 480p to 720p. So, even if your footage... True. So, like, I stream on this computer because this computer is weak, and I'm trying to conserve power. Or, you know, hardware, not push it. I stream at 720p. When you see me stream with the OBS, this is 720p. But it doesn't really matter, because you're watching on your phone. It looks good on a phone. 720p is more than enough for a phone. In fact, 720p almost lines up perfectly with the pixels. So, like, yeah, I mean, granted, I would love to be able to do full 1080p, and I would if I had a better computer, but it doesn't really matter, because most people are going to watch this on the phone anyway, so... In this case, me having a 720p resolution actually doesn't matter. Okay. I keep fucking up here. And if the benefit of that is it means you don't have to have a super powerful computer to stream. Because the people don't really care if the pixels are very high. You don't need a super tough computer like you would to do a super high quality stream. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously in the future... I would like to do better, but I'm saying it's not like, oh my god, I have to have this, so... It also makes it easier for people trying to get into this, because you don't need to have a really great computer to do 720 streams. My computer is kind of shit, honestly. Which, you know, I'm not shitting on it. It was a gift, and Sammy got it for me, and she did the best she could. I'm just saying, like, when I say it's shitty, I'm not denigrating the gift of what she did for me. She did plenty. I'm just being honest. It's a weak computer. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to come across as ungrateful. Like, oh my god, she should have got me a better computer. But also, if I don't say that it's a weak computer, I'd be lying. It is. It's an old computer. Like, this chip in this computer would have been dated 10 years ago. And I'd just be honest, especially when I'm talking about specs. But that doesn't mean I'm not grateful. I just want people to understand I'm not shitting on the gift that I was given. I'm just being honest. Like, if somebody can buy you a car that's kind of shitty and old, and you're super excited they bought you a car, but if somebody asks you, oh, what's the horsepower? You're not going to lie and say, oh, it's great. No, you're going to say, no, it's a shitty car. Doesn't mean you're not grateful for the car. You're just being honest if somebody asks you about the horsepower. So, I'm incredibly thankful for Samantha to get me this. I couldn't be streaming PS3 without it. I couldn't be doing Switch at all. So, even as a weaker computer, it opened up the amount of things I could stream tremendously. I can stream way more than I ever could before. And I'm grateful for that. I had a bunch of Switch games that I always wanted to stream and I couldn't. And now I can, so if nothing else, just for that, it's worth it. Shit. Oh, well, shit. And now I have choice in what I stream. Before, I could only stream what had built-in streaming, you know what I mean? Which is PS5, that was my only option. Now I have a lot more option in what I can stream. Fuck me. And I could even stream other stuff with the right cord. Like I have the original Xbox, that has an HDMI adapter too, as well. And my original Xbox still works. So if down the line I could get HDMI, AV to HDMI cord for Xbox, because they sell them, and stream original Xbox. So I already can stream more than I could before, but it actually opens the door for even more. And I'm still working it out, but I've actually found a way to stream Vita. I just need to get the audio working. Like, you can use the charge cord for the Vita. If it's modded, which yours is, you can actually plug that into your computer, and it will capture the video. But you need a special headset, or an AV jack for the audio, like a headset. And I have it. I bought it. Sammy bought it for me a while back, and I just couldn't figure out how to get it to work. So, I know it'll work, though. It's just, like, you have to tweak special settings. I forget what it is. It has to be set up in a certain way to capture the audio. But if I figure that out, I can stream Vita shit. But the video is the hardest part, so I'm going to try to get that working as well. Because there's some Vita shit I'd like to stream. Like the Uncharted game that's only on Vita, Golden Abyss. I've streamed the other Uncharted games. I've never done Golden Abyss. I'd love to be able to do Golden Abyss. Or Killzone Mercenaries. That game is fucking cool. And there's even a Tales of game that's only on Vita called Tales of Hearts R. And it's really good. And you know me, I love the Tales of series, so I'd love to be able to stream that. I'm honestly really new to PC in general, so I'm still learning it. And either later tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna do some, later tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna do some, retro streams. NES, SNES, Xbox One, PS1. Those streams, I was doing those a while ago and then I kind of stopped. I'm gonna get back to those. I really like being able to play PS1 games on stream. Oh, shit. No, So, I'm gonna get back to that. I'm about to start up Final Fantasy VII, the original 7, and I just need to decide if I want to do the PS4 version on PS5 for the original game, or do the PS1 version emulated. The, there's perks to each one. If I do the PS4 version, I get trophies, and, save states. But if I do the PS4 version, I get trophies, and the ability to fast forward, and the ability to turn off random encounters. Like, occasionally if it gets annoying, you can click the right stick. But also, they did a horrible job getting the PS1 aspect ratio onto PS4, so it looks stretched out. But if I do it on PS1, like PS1 emulation, I get save states and retro achievements, but I don't get turning off random encounters, fast forward, trophies. So I know I want to play the original Final Fantasy VII. I'm just not sure if I want to play the PS4 version or do the PS1 emulation of it. Each one has pros and cons, and I'm trying to decide, especially because it's a long commitment, it's a long game. Because, yeah, it's fucking awesome to be able to turn off random encounters, but yeah, also save states is kind of important as well. Eagles, kind of good new Eagles, shit's kind of good new. Oh man, my OCD's being a whore. Goddamn is giving you to the dumb. 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 There you go. God Nevin, give me God Nevin, but what you mean, God Nevin and only God Nevin, not code or slang for anyone else, just God Nevin and Jesus. Please listen to my words and intentions, not my thoughts. Do me 4 favors. 1, please forgive me for doing some deals. Drink, please do some deals. Make a safe drink. Any advice or consider demand. 2, please do survive next worst right now. 3, okay, alright, sorry. God Nevin, give me do my goals. God Nevin, give me do my goals. God Nevin, give me do God Nevin, give me do. But see, like this boss battle, it's nowhere near as hard as the other one. That's what I mean. The boulder guys, one of the only boss battles in the game that's actually challenging. Almost did that boss first try with one hit. Ah. Also, on the PS4 version, you know, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but about halfway through Final Fantasy VII, you go to this amusement park called the Gold Disc, and you have a date in the Gold Disc, and who you go on a date with in the Gold Saucer, my bad, is dependent on who you have a date with. Ah! So close, fuck. Who you have a date with in the Gold Saucer depends on who you have the most affection with. And it has an invisible stat that tracks your affection with the Diva, Aerith. Well, for the fucking PS4 version, one of the trophies is going with Barret. It's like, seriously? You're gonna make me go on a fucking date with Barret out of all the people to get the trophies? And fuck you. And the reason why is just because he was the hardest to go on a date with. Because Barret doesn't like Cloud initially, so his affection starts the lowest. I was like, come on, dude, I want to go on a fucking date in the Golden Saucer with Tifa or Aerith. Even when you go with Barret, it's not gay. Cloud is straight, so it's more like a friend date. But it's like, dude, come on, man. What? Okay, I got this. But then a lot of the retro achievements can be hard too. Some of those retro achievements are fucking brutal, dude. Okay, the hardest part is this last stage. Get everything ready. Fuck! Because you have to let him get close to you, but not too close to you. Because when you hit him for the second time to knock him out, you have only like 3 seconds to whack him again. That's the only part that's difficult in this whole boss battle. Oh, thank fuck. Shit, gotta do wiggles. Gotta do wiggles. Sweet. Almost halfway there. Oh, hold on. I think there's a Luigi thing here. I have to get a message from Luigi. Oh shit, I can't believe I didn't do that before. Also, a lot of people give this game a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't. I'll give this game a 9. I think this game is fantastic, but it does have its fair share of flaws, which I think people kind of ignore. One, there's a lot of stars that feel fetch questy. All the fucking comets basically just feel fetch questy. And the Luigi stuff is kind of fetch questy. But even then, there's like there's a lot of camera angle issues in this game. Where the camera actually has got me killed because I can see what the fuck I was doing. Which, granted, they're trying to make it work with these upside down shit and all these different shapes, so that's not easy. But still, there are people who act like this is a 10 out of 10 game that makes no mistakes. Oh shit. Ah, fuck off. And there's just a lot of places in this game where you instantly die. That kind of chaps my ass, to be honest with you. I really don't like insta-kills in games. Very rarely are they justified. And this game has a weirdly high number of things that instantly kill you for a game that has a health bar. Can I give you the two bagels? Can I give you the two bagels? Can I give you the two bagels, man? Can I give you the two bagels? Can I give you the two bagels, man? Can I give you the two bagels? Can I give you the two bagels? Can I give you the two bagels? Eagles, hey, do Eagles, my ass is gonna do the ass is in, hey, do Eagles. Halfway, baby, 50%. Oh, those are all the green power stars? The Electric Labyrinth. Oh, no, I don't like the sound of that. Let's give you just a few bagels. Can I just give you just a few bagels? Oh no, shit. Bagels, can I just give you bagels? Can I just give you bagels? Ah, fuck off. Yeah, see? Hey, let's have you do a whole insta-death level. Bagels, can I just give you just a few bagels? Can I just give you just a few bagels? Shit! Oh, you made one mistake? To the black hole with ye! Fuck! Wait, looks like I should do bagels. Not a ships. Can I just do this to do bagels, man? Can I just do this to do bagels? Shit's ass. Can I be doing the bagels? Can I just give this to do bagels? Can I just give you this to do bagels? Oh, fuck off! How you doing? Fucking this is gonna be doing the do bagels. Can I just give you the bagels? Can I just give you the bagels? Can I just give you the bagels? Oh shit. Oh, fuck off. Bad enough fucking having to be in this fucking thing, and now I'm getting chased by this fucking bonsai bills. Ah! Fuck you! Genius! With hobo gas! Please don't make me do the whole thing again. Oh, thank fuck. Oh. There goes. Can I just do it goes? Fuck! Can I just do it? 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 You fucking kidding me right now, bro? Oh my fucking god. I thought I was gonna make that. Oh, fuck. What the shit? Oh, here we go. Yeah, that went well. Okay, dude, I hate this fucking level. Fuck! Fucking motion controls, dude. Wow, my first game over. Oh, Fuck. Yeah, los cambios que he hecho en el nivel, los cambios que he hecho en el nivel. Maybe it's due to the vehicles. As good as the day it goes by. Fuck! I didn't want to open the fucking... Ugh. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Fuck you. This is so fucking tedious. Yeah, kill me, fucking cocksucker. You know what? Fucking worth it. Oh, no. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, God. God, this is so fucking tedious. Like, this is without doubt one of the worst stars in this game. Oh, now you found me perfectly, you fucker. Yeah, I don't want... Oh my fucking god, you fucking cocksucker! I don't want the fucking star bits! Fuck your star bits! Fuck them! Make me have to go back up there one more time, you fucking assholes. Can I use the bagels? Can I use the bagels? Bagels, can I use the bagels? Can I use the bagels? Right? Alright, it's good to see you, man. Hey, can I use the bagels? Can I use the bagels? Can I use the bagels? Oh, fuck it, keep. Come on. Oh yeah! By the time it reaches 0, the Conjurer will regain power. I'm only one away. That's hilarious. Oh, apparently no, I had enough. That's funny. Oh, nope. Fuck. No. Can I have any individuals? Here goes, there goes. Ah, damn it. Oh shit, I actually got him anyway. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Really? What an asshole. Come on. Well, I was intending to go right back to the sun, but I guess Cosmic Comet calls. Fuck you, me! Fuck me! You? Fuck me? Fuck you! Heavy Metal Mecha Bowser. Oh, too bad you didn't say 6, 7. Back 2 stars ago. Ah, shit. That's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Spring Mario. I understand, man. I know you got a life of your own. Wouldn't try to make you feel guilty or anything like that, dude. Shit. Cataquack to the skies, okay? Ah, fuck, so close. Almost. Ah, fuck. Oh, what a douche. Oh, fuck, really? Oh, that's fucking lame. Gadoosh! Also, I think in the Switch port of Mario Galaxy, just autosaves. That would be so handy. That would be the only change they've added that I actually like. But that still isn't gonna make me... That's not cough up $40 for it. I'll cough up $40 for Mario Galaxy 2 because I don't have any other way to play it. And I don't already have it. I will not cough up. $40 for fucking... Galaxy 1 when I already own it. Auto-saving is not a big enough of an improvement to call up another $40. Like I said, I already think that $40 for Super Mario Galaxy 2 by itself is a bit much in this day and age. But it's a great game, and I don't have any other way to play it. So I could see myself spending $40 to get Super Mario Galaxy 2. I could not see myself spending $48 to get Mario Galaxy 1 again. Oh, shit. Yeah, well, there's Nintendo for you. Ah. Like I said, all they had to do was not fucking make 3 All-Stars a time exclusive, and then add Mario Galaxy 2 to 3D All-Stars as a DLC. They should never release Super Mario Galaxy 2 on its own. It should have been a DLC for 3D All-Stars. I could have gotten behind that. And $20 would have been fair. Which, actually, funny funny story. They actually sold the Wii version of Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Wii U. Guess what the price was? $20. Of course, that being said, that was when Nintendo still had to try. And before their hubris got to their head, when they used to do things priced fairly. Like I said, Switch was so fucking successful with such minimal effort that it basically made Nintendo stop trying. And then, on top of stopping trying, they just said, hey, we can do whatever we want to do. Well, from what I heard, they're paying for it. Switch 2 sales started out really strong because of the hype. I'm sorry, Switch 2. They were coming off the hype of the Switch and the hype of, a new system. And they had a really good first year. They had a really good first year. Well, ish. Okay, I'm going to say they had a really good first 2 quarters. Because it wasn't even a full year. From June to December, they were going great. Switch 2 sold almost 20 million units in 6 months. Which is a huge deal for consoles. So they thought they were on top of the world. But if you remember, if you were friends with me then, maybe you weren't. But if you remember, I said then I thought the bubble was going to pop. And oh boy, did it. They went from having the best 6 months of any Nintendo system ever to having their worst holiday season ever. Okay? To make you understand, the degree that it fell off, it sold 18 million systems in the first 5 months. $18 million systems in the first 5 months. And then, they only sold 1 million systems during their there should have been their best-selling month, December. Historically, December is their best-selling month for Nintendo systems. It's the best-selling month for any console, but especially for Nintendo because they target a younger demographic. They can't buy the system for themselves, so they have their parents buy it. And parents buy consoles for kids on Christmas or their birthday, and you don't know when somebody's birthday is going to be. So December is supposed to be the biggest month. So they were expecting, Nintendo was expecting that their sales would double, triple. Okay? Because literally, they had sold 18 million units in the lead up to December. Ah, shit. They had sold 18 million units in the lead up to December. So they were averaging like 4 or 5 million units a month. So they were probably thinking they should sell at least 10 million units. At least. For the holiday season. Because that's their buku holiday season. Or, at the very least, sell as much as they were the previous months. But like I said, they only sold 1 million units. And I'm not even going to say in December. They sold 1 million units in the holiday season. Which is, or I'm sorry, the fourth quarter. Which is December, January, February, and I think maybe March. So, to make you understand, they went from selling 4 to 5 million systems a month to 1 million systems in 3 months. Including one of those months was December. So it's selling 1 million systems in a month. Or 3 months. Okay. Selling 1 million systems in 3 months already would have been a huge decline. But then when you consider one of those months as December, yeah. It was one of the worst fourth quarters Nintendo's ever had ever. Oh, shit. So I can't even tell you the drop-off. Like, it's a historic drop-off, actually. And the Switch, by the way, is actually outselling Switch 2 now. At first, the numbers for Switch slowed down. Because the hype for Switch 2 superseded it. Then, while the numbers for Switch 2 went down, the numbers for Switch 1 went back up. So... fuck, that's my bad. Right now, Switch 1 is outselling Switch 2. That's really not good. And by the way, from what I've heard, the Switch 2 numbers still will not pick back up. They were already really low. And then there was a brief spike in Japan. There was a brief spike in Japan. Because people were trying to get the Switch 2 before the price went up there. And then the price plummeted even more. So, and since oh, fuck, come on, dude. Ever since they raised the price, the sales plummeted even further from where they were. Like, and have never come back. So, they raised the price in Japan, like 2 months ago, and it's gonna come into America in September, I believe, and the rest of the world. So, that kind of shows you shit. That kind of shows you where Nintendo's thought process is and how fucked they are right now. Because when their system was already struggling to make ends meet, is when they decided, that they should increase the price. Which, that to me, that's fucking hilarious, dude. If I'm running a business and we're going through really, really, really bad sales, I would not want to do anything to make those sales worse. So, what did Nintendo do? They literally, oh hey, we're having a hard time selling these? Let's up the price. That is just, I'm sorry. That is fucking hilarious. Like, that is, like, literally the fucking opposite of what you should do. And, like, before, when Nintendo was having issues selling consoles, do you know what they did? They dropped the price. Like the 3DS. The 3DS was kind of too expensive when it came out. So what happened? The first, like, year of the 3DS sales were abysmal. So they dropped the price on the 3DS by $100, and that's when it became a success. It didn't start making money until they dropped the price. So imagine if they saw the Switch struggling, or the 3DS struggling. They said, "Nah, now is when we need to raise the price, guys." So, you know, Switch is actually kind of struggling. Nintendo hasn't said the exact numbers, but their sales went off a fucking cliff. And they have yet to recover. So we know that, like, in the 3 months... Oh, shit. We know... that in the, like, the... we know that, like I said, the sales plummeted. Okay? And they only sold, like 1 million systems in a 3-month period. From what I have gathered, that decline has not stopped. So they are actually only selling like 1 million copies a quarter right now. Those numbers are fucking terrible. Like, Nintendo is obviously not letting people know how much they're bleeding. Because obviously you don't want to let on how badly things are going for you. But I can tell you straight up, they're in trouble. Like, this is not just, oh, we're having an off season. This is like catastrophically bad numbers, man. Like fucking, like failure. Like to the point where if it keeps selling like this, the Switch 2 will actually be a failure. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. This is now, the console is failing. Shit. The console is failing during what should be its prime years. Like, this is not when it should be slowing. Like, this is when the sales should be accelerating. Like, for example, the Switch, okay? The first year of Switch did pretty well, and then the second year did even better. Because you build momentum. You understand? So, if this console was doing well, the second year would have it outselling the first year. Instead, the fucking sales went off a cliff. And I think that's why Nintendo is desperate. I think that's why Nintendo's desperate. For Ocarina to save them, and they're gonna bundle it. The current rumors are that they're gonna bundle the Ocarina of Time remake with a Switch 2 and make a bundle for the holiday. It's gonna be a special Ocarina version. And the same people that leaked this are the people that leaked everything else accurately for that presentation. They leaked Star Fox. They leaked Ocarina. They leaked the presentation, so I believe them, and it makes total sense. Okay? The problem for Switch 2, besides being overpriced, is that there were no insanely good games. You know, people seem to forget, but the fucking Switch launched with Breath of the Wild, and then fucking Super Mario Odyssey in the first 6 months. So, they came out of the gate with a fucking amazing game. They did not come out of the gate with an amazing game. For Switch 2. And that's important. That's the thing. Like, if you look... If you look at the first year lineup... If you look at the first year lineup for Switch, and then you compare it to Switch 2, Switch 2 doesn't have a fucking fraction of the games. But they're hoping, hey, Ocarina of Time is an all-time favorite game. So that'll be a huge game to get everybody back on our side. And honestly, if they did it right, yeah. If there's a game that's going to get people to buy a system with Zelda, a Nintendo system with Zelda, and if there's going to be a remake that would carry that kind of thunder, it's Ocarina of Time. People have been wanting a modern remake of Ocarina of Time. God, I don't know how long. Because even when they remade Ocarina of Time for 3DS, it still wasn't on a console. It wasn't cutting edge. This is on Nintendo's best system. So this is kind of what people originally hoped for Ocarina. And don't get me wrong, the 3DS version of Ocarina was great, but people still wanted like a big budget console remake when they were asking for a remake of Ocarina, not a handheld. So then you take this amazing remake of one of the greatest games of all time that people have been asking for, and then you bundle it with a special system, and you might, you know, have a winning combination, especially because, remember, this would be a special a special Zelda Switch 2 with special art and shit. People went fucking crazy. They did a special Switch 2 for Animal Crossing that sold like insane. Of course, that was, you know, Animal Crossing had a shit ton of hype and Switch was doing really well, but still, like, so many people wanted that fucking Animal Crossing Switch, which my mom has, by the way. And that'll be a collectible in a few years. There you go, say it. But Zelda's even more. So, I would actually say that a lot more is riding on Ocarina of Time than most people realize. Nintendo is counting on this remake and that holiday bundle to get them out of the hole. Okay, because already, like I said before, their shareholders were freaking the fuck out. From the poor sales holiday. Like, that's supposed to be the best time of the year. That was one of their worst holidays ever. Okay? But that's for 1 year. Okay? Nintendo, corporate executives for Nintendo can say, oh, we just had a slow year. We'll shrug it off. You have 2 years in a row, then it's a pattern, then people really start freaking out. Plus, they never came out of that pattern. Like I said, they started dipping. I wouldn't know. I'm not big on Animal Crossing. My mom and sister are. They play a shit ton of them. I just know a cursory amount of each one. My sister back in the day played literally thousands of hours of Animal Crossing Wild World for DS and City Folk for Wii. And then, yeah, my sister played this shit out of New Leaf. And my mom did too. And I don't know what her thoughts are. Okay, where the fuck is... Oh, there it is. I was like, where the fuck is it? Thank fuck. Thought that would never end. Jesus. And I can't really say because I've never really played the Animal Crossing games. I played a bit of Animal Crossing on GameCube back in the day. I played some of Wild World. And City Folk, but I never really got into them like my sisters did, so I can't really say, I can't really give you an opinion on if I think New Horizons is better or worse. So, I'd be talking to my ass and I don't do that. But I'll believe you. Hey, shit's gonna be do bagels. Got everybody do bagels. Can I do bagels? But either way, The point is, regardless of the game being better or whatever, they had a good game. You can't say that Animal Crossing New Horizons wasn't a good game. They had a good game, and they had a console special bundle, and it sold like fucking hotcakes. So Nintendo was hoping that they make this Ocarina of Time remake, and it's good, if it's good, and then they sell a bundle for the holiday, that people will go crazy, and it will get them out of this rut. Because right now, they're in trouble. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of people realize how bad they're in. Like, Nintendo didn't publish the numbers. So, you wouldn't know this unless you were somebody with industry knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like, oh yeah, Switch 2 is doing really badly. Like, it's people who looked up the numbers and saw the holiday numbers. And then compared them. So, like, people on the outside who aren't aware of the game industry think Switch 2 is doing fine. But, like, as soon as you actually, like, look into the numbers and how it's selling, you're like, oh no, they're in trouble. And they are desperate to make this, work. Because, like I said, 1 year they can write it off. But you have 2 years in a row that are fucking terrible, and investors start to panic. Not to mention that right now they're losing money on Switch, too. They were making money hand over fist for Nintendo. For Switch. Like, from the get-go. I've said that a lot of consoles, like PS5 and Xbox, they lose money on the systems. And they make the money back on the games. Because they actually sell the system for less than it's worth. Because they want to get people in the door. So, like, Xbox pretty much loses money on every console, but then they ideally make it back on the games. Like, PS5, they actually sell PS5 for less than it's worth, so they lose a little bit of money on every PS5. But then they make that money back through the games. And it works for PS5, because PS5 has literally been their best generation ever. Sony themselves have said, so that works. Switch was lucky enough that because their system was so cheap to make, it was like a shitty mobile chip, a Tegra. Switch is powered by this like Tegra chip that usually powers certain cell phones, but modified. Because Switch was so cheap to make and used the shitty mobile chip that was not I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. Because it was made by a shitty mobile chip. Because Switch was powered by a shitty mobile chip that was not even hard to find. You could literally buy them out the wazoo. Switch, unlike other Nintendo systems, unlike Sony systems, unlike Xbox systems, Switch was making money on every Switch console. So, while Sony was losing money for every PS5 sold, and then making the money back in the games, Nintendo was making money on each system for Switch, and then making money on the games. So they had the rare benefit of making a profit on the system. When most game companies can't do that. They take a loss. So they had it fucking made on Switch. They were making a shit ton of money on the system, because it was so cheap to make, and the chip was so easy to find. And then they were making a shit ton on the games. And the games were cheaper. Like, even Nintendo's most expensive game is actually cheaper than most of Sony's games. Like, their lower tier games. So, Nintendo would make a game for much, much cheaper than their competitors and make way more money. Like, even the high-end Nintendo products are still low budget compared to Sony and Microsoft. So, they would spend less money than their competition and then make like 10 times as much money. Like I said, fucking Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8, dude. was a fucking cheap Wii U port. It literally just upped the resolution to 1080p. And then added a battle mode, which is a couple of maps that were already in the game repurposed. And it sold 60, 70 million copies. So they made like a cheap Wii U port that was minimal effort. And it made like $4 billion. Breath of the Wild, made for Wii U, sold like 30 million. So, for Switch, they were putting in barely any effort. And making crazy amounts of money. And that's what I'm saying. And it made them lazy. And on top of making them lazy, it also made them feel like they didn't have to try anymore. And they could do whatever and start charging people whatever. And they totally forgot that the entire reason why Switch succeeded was because it was budget friendly. It was way less powerful than PS4 and Xbox One, but it was like half the price. And then they literally forgot that. So they were so like overcome with the greed that they literally forgot the reason why their console was a success in the first place. And on top of that, before, since all the handheld options had died out, PSP had died out, Sony didn't make handhelds anymore, Nintendo's own handhelds had died out, they stopped making DS. Since all of those handheld systems had died out, Switch was pretty much the only handheld system. So there was no competition. If you wanted to play games on the go, you had to get a Switch. That changed, though, because then we got the Steam Deck. And suddenly, the Steam Deck, oh, we can play PC games on the go, and this is way more powerful than the fucking Switch. So not only did they get lazy, but they actually got competition where before they had the market to themselves. And then they came on Switch 2, and they thought, oh, we can't do no wrong. We're making money in hand over fist. We can just fuck people. We can have $80 games. Woo! Mario Kart World. And even then, they might have been able to get away with it if the games had been great. They still might have been able to pull all that bullshit and get away with it if the games had been great. Like, if Mario Kart World had been as good as Mario Kart 8, they probably would have had a success and would still be selling. And that's literally why they launched Switch 2 with Mario Kart World. Because Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling Switch game. So they thought, hey, we want to keep this train rolling. Let's launch with the successor to our best-selling game on Switch for Switch 2. Like, it makes sense on paper. And if Mario Kart World had been as good as Mario Kart 8, Switch 2 probably wouldn't be in the same position it is right now. But it wasn't. In fact, I haven't played it myself, so take it for what it's worth. But everyone I've talked to has said that Mario Kart World is meh. It's not a bad game, but it's meh. And it's not as good as Mario Kart 8. Which is funny because Mario Kart 8 is still selling really well, by the way. And is actually currently outselling Mario Kart World. Even now, even after all these years, Mario Kart 8 is still selling and outselling its successor. And that was one of the main things that helped Switch 1 be a success, dude. Was they launched with Breath of the Wild. They launched with a fucking amazing game. And even if we say that Mario Kart World was a good game, because it doesn't seem like a bad game, it wasn't fucking Breath of the Wild. And I honestly believe that if they had launched with just some game for Switch, it would have not been a success. Like it was. It probably would have been okay, but, you know, people don't seem to understand just how important launching with Breath of the Wild was. Like, they pretty much launched with a 10 out of 10 game. Like, Breath of the Wild, whether you like it or not, I like Breath of the Wild, but I have mixed feelings, because I actually like the classic Zelda formula, and I was kind of sad that the classic Zelda formula kind of disappeared. Whether you like it or not, Breath of the Wild changed gaming. It was fucking revolutionary. And the sheer amount of games that have taken inspiration from Breath of the Wild is ridiculous. Like, that was a game that changed gaming. And launching with a game like that is what helped make the Switch a success. And they did not bring that heat with Mario Kart World. Like I said, if Mario Kart World had been as good as Mario Kart 8 was, we would probably see the Switch 2 be selling well even now. But it didn't. It was fucking meh. And that's what I'm saying. Even Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, Donkey Kong Bonanza was cool, but it's not by a Switch. Meanwhile, look at fucking, Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey was like, oh shit! And, you know, in my personal opinion, I honestly think that Super Mario Odyssey is one of those games that you hear everybody say, oh my god, this game is so good, and it lives up to the hype. Because, you know, a lot of the time, you hear everybody sucking a game's dick and you play and you're like, wow, really? This is overrated. I don't think that's the case with Mario Odyssey. I really do think Mario Odyssey is one of the best fucking platformers ever made. And obviously, your mileage may vary, but if we're talking about 3D collectathons, I really do think it's one of the greatest fucking platformers of all time ever. I really do. So, they launched with a great game, Breath of the Wild, and then after launching with Breath of the Wild, before the momentum of Breath of the Wild was done, they launched Super Mario Odyssey and kept that momentum going. So, literally, it was the 1-2 punch. You had Breath of the Wild, holy shit, 10 out of 10 game, at the start of the year, and then you had Super Mario Odyssey, holy shit, 10 out of 10 game, at the end of the year. Boom, boom! What did Switch 2 have? The fucking library for Switch 2 has been meh as fuck. Can I just do this? Can I just do my how many of those? Can I just do my sense? Sorry, my OCD's being a whore. Alright, hold on, I gotta do my thing. God in heaven, but what you mean? God in heaven and only God in heaven, not co-sling for anyone else, just God in heaven and Jesus. Please listen to my words, intentions, and my thoughts. Do me 4 favors. 1, please give me for instance deals with drink. Please and do some deals, make a drink, safe drink, and include sorry, consumer on demand. 2, please use your revenue source to announce the capable reason you take. So, that's what I'm saying. They were overpriced. And they didn't have the games to back it up. Because they honestly probably could have gotten away with it if they had the games. They did not, and they're suffering for it. So they're really hoping to turn it around. And in order to turn it around, you need a really big game. And what bigger game than fucking Ocarina of Time remake? And, you know, I really hope for Nintendo's sake they don't fuck this up. Because if they fuck up if they fuck up the Ocarina of Time remake, nobody will ever forget them. I mean, I'm not saying they will. I have faith they will do a good job. Because Nintendo has never really dropped the ball with Zelda. Pokemon, okay. You know, maybe occasionally Mario. Not Zelda. So... I'm just saying, they really need Ocarina of Time remake to bring the fucking noise. And I honestly believe that if they come out with the Ocarina of Time remake and it's really great, it lives up to the hype, and they sell it with a console bundle, that it will turn their fortunes around. I really believe that could be a turning point. Because you'd have this amazing fucking Zelda game, the one that people have been asking for ages, like 20 years, because Ocarina of Time, like I said, Ocarina of Time 3D was good for, Ocarina of Time 3D was good for 3DS, but it still wasn't the big budget console remake. People were asking for a console remake of Ocarina of Time. And they got a handheld remake, and that was good, but it still wasn't the scale that people wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is still good, but people wanted this. They wanted up here. So, people have been waiting for a big budget console remake of Ocarina for like 20 years. Well, ish. 18 years. No, actually, yeah, 20 years. So... So I can't even begin to tell you how much is writing on this game, man. Like, it's a lot more than people think. I mean, already, there would be a lot riding on Ocarina of Time Remake, because it's one of those games where if you fuck it up, everyone's gonna have your ass for breakfast. Like, it wouldn't matter when they did the Ocarina of Time Remake. If you do Ocarina of Time and you fuck it up, you're fucked. You know what I mean? So anytime they made Ocarina of Time Remake, there would be a huge... amount of pressure on it. Even if they had, let's say they chose to remake Ocarina of Time for, Switch 1. Oh, shit. Even if they chose to remake Ocarina of Time for Switch 1, it still would have had a huge amount of hype about it. You know, it's one of those games that you remake it, you need to fucking bring home the gold. You can't just do an Ocarina of Time remake that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's, like, the love of Ocarina of Time is such that if you're gonna do it, it has to be fucking amazing. You know, it's like Resident Evil 4. When they first set about remaking Resident Evil 4... they actually, the team that they had do it, didn't even want to do it. Literally. It was the team that did, Resident Evil 2 Remake, which makes sense. You know, they had already done one amazing remake with Leon. Fuck. They'd already done one amazing remake with Leon. So, Capcom wanted to remake Resident Evil 4. And so they're like, okay, you guys have already done a fucking amazing remake for Leon, so of course we want you to do 4. If anybody was going to remake the Resident Evil game with Leon, it should be you guys. Which, yeah, makes sense, right? But the team didn't even want to do it at first. Capcom had to talk them into doing it, because the hype for Resident Evil 4 remake was so high, they were afraid they would fuck it up. They're like, dude... it was already a lot of pressure remaking Resident Evil 2. But they're like, dude, if we make Resident Evil 4 and we fuck it up, we're boned. Like, they knew that doing it, oh, fuck. Okay, well, I'm doing better. Doing an okay remake of Resident Evil 4 would not be good enough. When you remake one of the greatest games of all time, you need to make that remake fucking amazing. So, that's what I'm saying. There was so much pressure, they had to talk the team into doing it. They're like, well, you know, we fucked this up. People are never going to let us live it down. And that's what I'm saying. The same thing with Ocarina. They could do a good remake of Ocarina, and it wouldn't be good enough. You see what I'm saying? Like, literally good would be a disappointment. When you're remaking one of the most legendary games of all time, good is a disappointment. So, already, the hype is fucking insane. For, Ocarina. But they basically put them in a position where they're putting the fate of Switch 2 on this game. So, like, the hype would already be insane. And it's like 10 times higher than it would have been. That's what I'm saying. Like, the hype for this game is more than just a game. Like, they're basically putting the Switch 2's future on this fucking remake. Like, the pressure is real. Because, like I said, they're probably going to release the Ocarina of Time remake in December. And then they're going to sell it with a bundle. And they're hoping that people are going to be like, oh my god, there's a special Zelda Switch 2 and it comes with Ocarina of Time remake. Let's buy Switch 2. And they're hoping that'll turn it around because the sales have been abysmal. Okay? Like, people don't understand. This game needs to be good. It needs to be really fucking good. Shit. So, I hope it is. Like I said, I wish them success. I don't want them to fuck it up. And more than anything, I want the Switch to, I want the Switch remake of Ocarina to be amazing. I grew up playing Ocarina of Time. I literally, one of my earliest memories in this world is playing Ocarina. And watching my mom play Ocarina. I was like fucking 2. It's like one of the earliest memories that I can recall, watching my mom sit there and play Ocarina on the 64. Can I use the do bagels? Can I maybe go do the do bagels? So, I want them so desperately to get this right, man. A truly great remake of Ocarina of Time. Or let's say reimagining, because they've already done a remake. But like a reimagining of Ocarina of Time could be one of the best games ever. And like I said, it actually has the potential to be the best Zelda game ever. Okay, because Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are amazing, but they lack the traditional story focus of Zelda, and they lack the traditional dungeons. I can't explain to you how much I miss the traditional Zelda dungeons in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I love Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna say I don't. But I really miss the main Zelda dungeons, man. And, like, the main dungeons in fucking Breath of the Wild were a fucking joke compared to all the classic Zelda games. And, I mean, Tears of the Kingdom made it better. You could tell they listened to fan feedback, but it's still just it's not a traditional Zelda dungeon, man. You know, like, I can't even describe it, but there's just something special about a Zelda dungeon. Like, the Ocarina of Time, the dungeons are like half the reason why people love that game. And that's the thing, is like, I love the open world of Breath of the Wild. I love the open world of Tears of the Kingdom. But I miss those fucking dungeons, man. I miss those dungeons. So in my mind, ideally, what they would do was they would take the open world. They would take the world of Hyrule. They would take the world of Hyrule from Ocarina, and they would keep all the areas that were there, but they would supersize them. They originally wanted Hyrule Field, for example. They originally wanted Hyrule Field to be much, much bigger than it was. They wanted it to be this massive open field. And while they made a level that was impressive for 64, it was still nothing that they wanted to make it. You know what I mean? And they pushed 64 to the limits. Like, they literally could not have made Hyrule Field bigger. They literally had to, when they made Majora's Mask Termina Field bigger, they had to use the expansion pack for 64. They literally had to double the RAM. So, like, literally, Hyrule Field was as big as they could make it on 64. But I'm saying, so now, they could go back and make Hyrule Field as big as it was originally meant to be. They could make Castletown as big as it was meant to be. Like, Nintendo was actually really unhappy with Castletown and Ocarina of Time. Because they wanted to render this giant open town, and they couldn't. Like, they actually had to render it with pre-rendered art. Most of Ocarina of Time is rendered in 3D. But they actually used pre-rendered art and camera angles, fixed camera angles, for Castletown. Specifically because it couldn't run that town in real time in 3D. Which they eventually actually did get it to run on Ocarina of Time 3D. They replaced it with real 3D models. But that's what I'm saying. So they originally wanted the world of Ocarina to be so much bigger. And now they have the potential to do that and do everything they could have done before. So, like, imagine if they had Castletown from Ocarina, but it was all rendered in 3D. It had a full behind-the-back camera. And it was like 10 times the size. And was like a proper city. Imagine how fucking cool that would be. That's what I'm saying. They have the potential to combine the old Zelda and new Zelda together. They can make the world bigger and take inspiration from Breath of the Wild, but then they can have the traditional Zelda dungeons. Like, literally, if they do this Ocarina of Time remake right, it could be literally the best Zelda ever and the perfect meld of old and new Zelda. Because now they're like, Zelda is in two halves. You have the old formula and the new formula. And they're completely different. This could be literally where they meld together and it could be the best of both worlds. Like, literal best of both worlds. So, I'm like hoping over the fucking moon they don't fuck it up, man. So, you know, if there's ever a time for Nintendo to not fuck up, man, and deliver the goods with games, is now. It's right now. Like, this is fucking this is make or break. Which, I mean, I think Nintendo is not stupid. I like to hope they're not stupid. They've made some dumb decisions, but I'm pretty sure they understand how dire things are. I'm pretty sure they understand the gravity of the situation. And they understand how important it is that they don't fuck this up. Because right now, a Switch can recover. Switch 2 can recover. Like, it had a great first year, or 6 months, then it stumbled. Okay? But right now, it's still at the point where they can come back from it. But if it goes for too long, they won't be. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally make or break right now. Like I said, I hope they succeed. I want the Ocarina of Time to be fucking awesome. I want to have a reason to buy a Switch 2. Right now, I could care less. And I mean, I love Nintendo. Well, I love Nintendo games. Let me say that. So I want them to give me a reason to buy a Switch 2. I want one. Like, it may sound like I'm shitting on Nintendo, but I'm actually hoping they'll succeed. I just know that in order for them to succeed, they need to get their head out of their ass. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. What they're doing right now won't cut it. That's the problem. But I'm just trying to make it very clear. I'm not hoping Nintendo will fail. I'm actually hoping they'll succeed. Just they have to do it the right way. What they've been doing won't cut it. That's the thing. Yeah, we can only wait and see. Right now, we don't have much to go on for the remake. What little we saw of the remake looks good. Like, I actually really dig the art direction they're going for in the remake. Like, going by what little we saw of Link, I actually like the art direction. But obviously that's not enough to judge the whole game. So, I hope they show gameplay soon. Especially because they've already said they're intending to launch this year. So, if they're intending to launch this year, and we're halfway through this year, then the game should be mostly done. Like, if the game is truly intending to be released this year, which I firmly believe it will, then the game should already be finished technically in like a technical state. It should be in beta right now. The game, from start to finish, should already be finished. And be in a playable state, that's what I'm saying. Like, the game should already be in beta right now, so it's not like, well, it's too early to show. Like, no, you can show. Like, if you're doing this according to schedule, the game is nearly fucking finished right now. It just needs polish. But you don't need a ton of polish to show a small demo. Just fucking show us the gameplay. Like, we need to see. Can I do individual phases? Can I just give you the individual? Alright, I'm a little bit burned out of Mario right now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to take a short break and probably play something else. I don't know, maybe Xenoblade. Either play Xenoblade 1 or I'll start up Xenoblade 3. I've been wanting to start up Xenoblade 3 for ages. Or maybe play something else. I'm not giving up on Mario Galaxy. I've been marathoning it. And I'm going to take a break and play something else.